Hello, hello, and welcome to Community TV with Adaire. This is TV from me for you, by TV from me. And this is where we look at talking to people in our community who are doing amazing things to help those around them. It could be a psychic healer, meditation, a yoga class, permaculture gardening. We've had a gardener on here. It could be skincare. It could be physical fitness. Whatever you're interested in, we are covering it here. Today, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you Lorene, like green, Lorene Hughes. Now, she's a New Zealander, and on a huge leap of faith, she's decided to jump across the ditch to Adelaide, South Australia. This was in 2010. She wanted to see what a career outside of the building industry could bring her. Beginning in childcare, moving into disability care, and continually searching for more natural healing solutions led her to make an astounding discovery that she has psychic abilities and energetic healing capacities. Lorene is creating a life where her awareness and knowing are acknowledged and respected. A space where happiness and peace with all aspects of self, body, mind, and being is generative as the generative place to be functioning from. She's going to be chatting today about all things energetic facelift, the energetic facelift body process, and so much more, including poetry and psychic stuff. She also promises that there will be a giveaway. So, welcome, Lorene. How are you?
I'm super well, Adaire. Thank you so much for inviting me to come on to the show today. I'm like pumped as to be playing with you today.
It's my absolute pleasure. I love it. I love talking to people like you. And I know when we did catch up IRL, like in real life, we talked for hours.
We so did.
We've got half an hour here today. So I do want to shout out to the beautiful Charlene. She's given us some hearts. Charlene Lynch is here. We've got some other viewers here. No one else has popped in. Let us know, Charlene. Love your smile. Back at you, sweetheart, from both of us. And if you're here, please just jump in, say hi, let us know where you're from. And also, please click the invite button and you'll find it on your desktop. If you're in theatre mode, it's in the top right-hand corner. If you are on your mobile, it should be down the bottom left. Invite your friends to watch us live because Lorene has got some amazing things to share with you today, and also share the replay as well. So let us know what's happening. Lorene, tell us, how are you in the building industry and you decided to branch out? That's very diverse, I'd have to say.
Yeah, crazy choice. And it really was sparked from a trip that I took to America. I had decided I wanted to have a white Christmas. At least once in my life, I had to have a white Christmas because coming from New York, it's summer and Christmas time. And so I had magically made friends with people in America, one in Nevada and one in New York. And then I had a white Christmas and I also had a white New Year's. So that was just absolutely fantastic.
So how did you find these people? Were they random people that you made friends with, or?
The lady who was in Nevada, she was actually the birth mother of my ex-husband.
Thank you, Charlie, for sharing. Your birth mother of your ex-husband. Okay, cool. So there is a connection there. Yep. The reason I asked that because I made random friends on Facebook and I actually caught up with one of them, a lovely girl who lives in New Mexico. She came to Orlando last year and we caught up for a few days and we'd never met, but we've been friends on Facebook for 5 years. So it can be that random. Yeah.
Absolutely. These were in the days before Facebook. Well, Facebook was only just starting. So, this was back in just at the start of 2010. So 2009, 2010, that was when I took the trip. And then on the way back from America, it was 24 hours of flying. And I was sitting there going, do I really want to be in the building industry anymore? And it was like, no, actually, I really don't. And so I started looking at what the sort of things I had done over my life that were fun for me. You know, it might not have earned me a lot of money or whatever, but it's like, what things did I do that was really, really fun for me to do and really satisfying? And like, you can walk away at the end of the day going, yeah, man, I've made a difference today. And the two things that sprung to mind was some when I was a voluntary supervisor at a disability resource centre, which is where it's an adult disability centre where the people with disabilities come in, they do work, factory type work, and we have to supervise. But I was also, part of my role there was I'd got to teach them life skills, which was really cool. And the other one was a summer program I did with kids, and again, kids with disabilities. And I was just like, wow, okay, so what do I have to do to get into that industry? And me being me, I'm one of these people who just wants it now. Like, a year is too long. It's going to be now. And the only place that did a childcare course, because it ended up being childcare, I kind of had to go into first to be able to get into disability care. And the places that did it, there was nowhere in New Zealand that did one halfway through the year. And the only other place was a place called Charlton Brown, and they're based in Brisbane. And I was like, I don't want to live in Brisbane. And they said, we also have a branch in Adelaide. And I went, Adelaide sounds good. And my auntie had someone that she knew down here via, social media circles.
Yeah.
And she said, I can hook you up with them. And I was like, okay. So I just bowled on over 6 months after I flew back in the country and started the journey.
Wow. Yeah. Well, Adelaide's grateful to have you, Lorene. I keep wanting to call you Lorene, and then I go, no, it's Lorene, like green. I remember that. And Charlene's going, instantaneous gratification. Love it. I'm a bit impatient like that as well. And it's like, and the thing with that is it actually doesn't work on you, things like on a personal development journey, because I wanted to be here, and then like I was here, and then I wanted to be here, like yesterday. And that is a process which unfolds, and that can be, the more you try and push it, the slower it goes, apparently. So you're doing childcare, disability, and you are now into the energetic, the healing, healing modalities. And when we spoke, I remember you talking about a modality that I actually hadn't heard about before. So could you just share a little bit about how your journey went from there into what you're doing now?
Sure. So when I was married to my second husband, we were trying for kids, and the first pregnancy hadn't worked out. And there was a lot of trauma, energetic trauma for me and my body. And I was speaking to one of my woo-woo friends in Queensland. And she said, oh, there's this thing called the bars that I've been hearing about. I don't know anything about it, but it just pinged for me to tell you about it. That's all. And she goes, see if there's anybody down there that'll do it. And so I did find a lovely lady called Judy Valero, and she willingly came out to my home, and she did a session with me, and I spent an exorbitant amount of money on myself, $100.
What?
$100 was just, to spend $100 on me was just huge. It just goes to show now where my life was at and where I was positioning myself as in priority. In my list of priorities, I was quite far down. And my husband and his family and my friends and everybody else was kind of all above me. And then there was me down here somewhere.
Yeah.
And so at that point, I was actually just starting the journey of really looking after me. And that first bars session, which the access bars is an energetic process as well. And I also now teach that one, which is really cool. But it's 32 points on the head. So the lady Judy came in, she touched my head for about an hour and a half. And I sat up and I was just like, huh, I'm happy. Oh my goodness. I actually feel really happy with every cell of my body. I was just happy. And I hadn't felt that happy my whole life, And so I was like, wow. And that was really the beginning of me playing with the tools of access consciousness, which is the modality you referred to.
Yes.
And from there, I went on to do lots of other classes. And now I do, one of the things that we do is the energetic facelift. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah. Tell me about the energetic facelift. Now, I want to know is, Lorene, I thought you froze up there for a minute, and I'm not quite sure whether it was frozen at your end, my end, or the Facebook end, but you had a beautiful smile.
Well, that's a good start. How are we going now?
So I thought this is what the energetic facelift looks like.
It kind of does, yes.
Tell us about, before we do talk about the energetic facelift, if I was just thinking, if people, did you want to mention that you wanted to, you had a freebie for somebody, for one lucky viewer, at the end, and if they want to share and let us know they've shared, what is that? Will they win for?
So I'm actually going to do it two ways. So if somebody is here in Adelaide, then I would love to give them an energetic facelift session.
Yep.
And an energetic facelift session with me is about $225 at this point. So it's quite a bargain for me to be giving one away.
Yeah.
And if they are overseas, if somebody's not in Adelaide, but they're still joining and saying hi, I'm quite happy to give them a psychic session.
Okay. All right. That's brilliant. Okay. So just share and just let us know if you've shared to your page. Then you can, well, you can anyway if you're here. Let us know, and you can, what do we do? Pick me, who's here, if you would like to go in the draw to win an energetic facelift session valued at $225 with Lorene, or a psychic session if you are not in Adelaide. Please just, you can put, yes, Charlene's going, both sound great. So if you just want to pick me in the comments, and please remember to share. Tell us, what is an energetic facelift?
Alrighty. So energetic facelift is about an hour and a half long session. And what it is it's dealing with the things that get locked into your skin and in your body on an energetic level. And the facelift can now be done in two different ways, which is so exciting. Because when I first learned the facelift, it was hands on the body. So it's actually literally like a pulling up motion like that. But the cool part is it actually runs 50 something different energies. So there's a page, right? These are all different energies.
Hang on, I'll just pop you on solo there. Yep.
So these are all different energies that are run throughout the process. There's a lot of them here.
So do you want to read out a couple of those?
Yeah, I can. Yep. So there's like the top one is like MTVSS and all the rest. So MTVSS and all the rest.
Okay.
So for example, you can use that particular energy before you do a workout. Okay. You can just for MTVSS and all the rest to run, and you will actually support the body so that it doesn't go through so much trauma. When you're running or doing any exercise, I asked for it. I hadn't done yoga in about 18 months, and I asked for it to run right at the start. I don't have any achy muscles today. So there
I
you go.
saw
That's
that when I was doing some professional research on your profile. I went, oh, what did you say? Oh, yoga. No, yoga. Oh, how I missed thee. So yeah, so that's pretty cool to
yeah,
do that and not have aching muscles, which is cool. Yeah.
absolutely. So that's
So
one of the energies out of the big list. There's a lot there. I won't go into all of them because a lot of it won't make sense to people.
yeah,
But
so
that's the one that will make them better.
I didn't know whether the energies were like household names or whether they were. No, they're not, are they?
It's really unusual things, but one of the ones that people love the most is cosmic Botox. So you're getting
Botox.
yeah, so you're like getting Botox from the universe.
I like it very much. I'm interested. See, I'm all ears.
So it's really cool. So it can be hands on the body. It can also be hands off the body, which is using the energies of what we call the symphony of possibilities, which is another part or tool within access consciousness.
Mhm.
And so it's actually bringing in two different types of tools all at once, and it is dynamic. It is amazing and so much fun. So that's the facelift on an easy form. The cool thing about facelift is once you learn it, you can actually use it on any part of the body. So I'm gifted with two belly bulges.
Oh,
How did I get so lucky? And,
double
and
the
I
opportunity to practice, perhaps.
a little bit more yoga and she'll be gone. Um, and I just sort of did a little bit of an experiment with myself to see if I could do energetic facelift on my belly, because a lot of my friends had said in my access circles had said, do energetic facelift on different parts of your body. And I was like, all right. So over the course of a month, every time I was driving or there's one of my disability jobs where I get to run where I can do body processes because we're touching each other. And so for a month, I was actually did energetic facelift on the lower belly bulge.
Ah.
My lower belly bulge went from, like, if you can imagine these two together, my lower belly bulge was out further. After the month, it was in smaller
Oh.
than one. And I was just like, oh, that's crazy. That's just nuts. How the hell can that happen? But it totally did. And I didn't change anything else. I didn't do more exercise. I didn't eat different, nothing.
So are you now working on the top bulge?
Well, that's a part of what I'm doing at the moment with doing yoga. But yeah, the cool thing is I can actually use the energetic facelift body process within my yoga session as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is so cool. So cool. It's hugely dynamic and the results are incredible. You do to learn it, just amazing. So one of the cool things you can do is like you learn the class, you learn how to do this in one day, just one. And we take a photo at the beginning of the day. We take a photo at the end of the day. And I'm not kidding you, the results are dynamically different. Over the course of one day, you actually receive physically, you do two swaps. So you receive it twice and you gift it twice.
Okay,
Which is so cool. And you can actually really see the difference. When I did my first class, the little tiny lines in here disappeared. The dark circles were gone. Around here lightened up heaps, and just everything looked bright and shiny. That wow, and I just felt so good, so good.
So is that a series of techniques that you use or that you teach? Yeah. Okay, so that's what you're saying before.
Yeah, you work from the upper chest right up through to the top of the head.
Okay. Oh, Rose is here. Hey, Rose. So you get to. Can that get a little bit personal if you?
A little bit when you're hands off the body, it's not so bad. Like as far as that goes, yeah.
So just a reminder, if you want a energetic facelift with Lorene, with Charlene. I don't know what's happening to my tongue today. It's tired. With
I
Lorene.
think Charlie's like really pulling the energy on that one. She's like, I want this.
She is a toy story. It's all mine. Or a psychic session. Just comment pick me and you will go in the draw to win at the end of Community TV with Adaire today. So, and also remember to invite your friends and share this broadcast, which would be amazing. Thank you so very much. So as well as you did say that you have a workshop coming up. That's this weekend, I believe. Charlene, we've already got Charlene, she's entered twice. Clever girl. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so tell us about the workshop on the weekend.
Yep, so that's a little bit about what I was saying before. You get to gift and receive twice. We have a lunch break in the middle. We watch a video to start off with, and that has the founder and the co-founder of Access Consciousness going through the process the first time. And that's the founder of Access Consciousness is Gary Douglas, and the co-founder is Dr. Dane here. And then we actually have at the second run of the video, they actually do it twice in the video, and the second time is with Shannon O'Hara, which is Gary Douglas's stepdaughter. And she shows the hands off the body process. And it's so fascinating because, and we actually have to do the photos before we even watch the video, because the energy of it sounds really, really strange, but you can actually pick up energy through a TV screen. Okay?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Videos actually, and with them doing the process on each other, we receive it as well. So you actually get it 6 times over the day.
Powerful stuff.
It's like, whoa.
Yep. Now I know the energy knows no bounds. So, you know, it can be, you know, energy can go right across the world. So in a nanosecond too. Robin would like to know where you're located and do you have to be in person? So Robin, welcome and thank you for those questions. Joanne's just saying, so a bit like tapping or EFT. So first we'll start. Robin, we're in Adelaide. If you're not in Adelaide, where are you? If you want to go in the draw to win the Energetic Facelift, if you're in Adelaide with Lorene, if you're not in Adelaide, you can receive a free psychic session, which can be done online or like via Zoom or something like that. So Robin, just type in pick me and you will be in the draw to win as well. And Joanne is wanting to know, is that a bit like tapping?
So tapping is, I know a little bit about tapping. I played tiny little about the bits of that when I was living back in New Zealand. And that's like just tapping on different points and you've got a certain thing that you have to say and that.
Okay, so Robin's on the west coast. She's still in South Australia, but she's on the west coast. So
what does that mean?
Pardon?
I'm in Woodville specifically. So
yeah. Robin is over the other side of the Gulf, like in on the way to Western Australia.
Oh wow!
So
wow.
She's over.
Tuning in, Robin.
She's near Port Lincoln.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow.
So sorry.
So
back to tapping.
Back to tapping. So tapping is not really the same. They are still energetic body processes in some way, but the energetic facelift is quite different to tapping, in that you can't really do it properly on yourself. Having someone else do the energetic facelift on you is actually about 100 times more effective than doing it on yourself.
Okay. That's really, I'm really interested. And when you first told me about that, I went, that is something that I would, and that's, just to clarify, that's part of the Access Bars modality. Is that correct? access consciousness modality. So your job is a continual process of education, believe me. Charlene wants to know, is the healing like what they do in church, faith healing?
No.
There you go,
But,
in a nutshell.
but in saying that, you get out of a session what you are willing to receive. So if you go into a session going, this is fucking bullshit, sorry for my language, and I am and I am not going to get any results from this at all, and you've decided vehemently that you will not have any change, your point of view creates your reality.
And you're closing yourself off to it. That's some of the classic hypnotherapy, NLP, foundation stuff, is that, if you're open and receptive to the new ideas and the doing things and the healing and that, then it's likely that it's going to happen much faster and much easier. And if you're closed down, when you're just rejecting any sort of help that's coming your way. So, and Charlene, I'm so willing to receive. You get so much, darling. Joanne's saying thanks. I can do tapping on others without touch, so she gets it. And Robin would like to know, what's the psychic session?
Well, the psychic session is pretty cool. I use 4 different decks of cards, and decks as in decks, not dicks. I'm aware of the Kiwi accent thing.
The Kiwi deck. That's DECK of CARDS. My husband's a Kiwi. I give him shit all the time.
And I also I tap in with your spirit team. And so we communicate with each other, and I can communicate with spirit both in words and energy, with visions sometimes. Sometimes it's just the energy that they be, and it depends on how they are, and where you are actually physically at with them, as to how loud they are for me or how calm and gentle they are. And through the card session, they tell me which cards to pull. They tell me which deck to use. They tell me a lot of stuff. And what a psychic session with me, which is so different, is actually about targeting the areas of your life where you're stuck. The things that it's not so much about seeing your future, it's about undoing what's holding you from achieving everything that you desire in your life.
Beautiful.
And that is what a psychic session with me is. So a psychic session, because I am using the cards, I'm using your spirit team, and together the 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, because obviously you as a being are involved in this process, we can create some really amazing change. And it's totally up to you as to how much or how little you're willing to receive from a session.
Beautiful. Well, we are out of time. There's 2 things we need to do. These half hours go so fast, but I do like to keep them to half an hour, and people can come back on the show with us again. I'll invite you back, because there's so much. I've got a list when we started talking about all the things that you do, your talents and what you're involved in. And seriously, I'll run out of paper by the time I finish. So amazing lady, Lorene. Let's just get ourselves, move to your left a little like we practice. Now just drop your head down just a little bit, and perfect. Hang on, I've got to get mine right. So I want to sit here and smile for 5 seconds. And that's going to make a beautiful thumbnail. You can't see it from your end, but it's got a little love heart there. I love doing that. So cool. Let's pick, and Charlene's going, love getting unstuck, and she wants more. Yeah, Charlene. Now I'm going to add, I'm going to share the screen, and I'm going to, which gives us, you can see
My business
Yeah,
has just chatted to me because my business does that.
the business.
It actually was, yes, my business talks to me. That's another thing. That's a
Okay,
whole
so
new section.
have you already got? Have you got a name?
It wants to give away both of them.
Oh, two different ones. We're pulling two names. Woohoo! All right, so let's go. We've got.
And a person in Adelaide.
Sorry, you want?
So the person, whoever is away from Adelaide and can't come to me, they can have
Yep,
the psychic session.
yep.
And whoever's in Adelaide, it can, yeah, someone who's in Adelaide can also receive a session.
All
They
right,
can
so
have
let's.
a session.
And Charlene's, she's going crazy. All right, so we've got Charlene, 1, Joanne, 2, Rose Davidson, 3, Robin. Is it Jep or Gep? Gep. I apologize if I'm saying it incorrectly. So we've got 4. 2 people are going to win. So let's do this. I'm going to go put this on solo. And I can see Robin's got her fingers crossed, and we'll do the random number generator. If any of you have been to our Women in Business Adelaide meetups, you would have heard about Fiona and her balls. We don't have them here. So, okay, so here we go. There we go. So Charlene is a winner of 1. Charlene is in Adelaide. And now we are going to generate, I'm going to say, I'll say 4, but Charlene, if it comes up 1 again, you only get 1 prize, okay? Number 3, Rose Davidson. Rose Davidson and Charlene, okay? So both of those lovely ladies are in Adelaide. And Robin, sorry you missed out, but come back again next week. So Charlene loves Peony's balls. And congratulations, Charlene, and also Rose, congratulations to you. And for Joanne and Robin, please keep coming back because I'm sure there's awesome opportunities for you to tap into other amazing stuff from other people that we have on Community TV with Adaire. Thank you for joining me, Lorene. Oh, by the way, any of you want to connect with Lorene, if you want to go to the weekend workshop or you want to know anything else about the amazing stuff this Wonder Woman does, her link is above. It's above here. Just click up here and go to her page and contact her, connect with her. And for those of you who have won, pop into her page and send her a message and tell her you're a winner. And then,
my eyes.
and so Rose and Charlene, click on the link, go to her message box, tell her you're a winner, and then you will be, she'll organise for you to receive your gifts, your prizes. So thank you. Don't go anywhere. I'll just drop you down into the lobby. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Adaire. It's been my absolute pleasure to be here.
Bye for now. Okay, Lorene like green. Oh my God, I can't stop saying that because that's how she introduced herself, Lorene. And I said Lorene like green. So now she is Lorene like green. Amazing, amazing lady from with a wealth of talent. So I wouldn't say she was from any one place. Click on the link above to get more information about what she does. Energetic Facelift, congratulations to the prize winners. I'm Adaire Palmer. I'm here every Wednesday at 2 p.m. for Community TV with Adaire on My Time TV. Have a wonderful week ahead. We'll see you next week, and bye for now.